Marie Hamilton is helping the visually impaired feel and look fabulous. She had an epiphany one day while watching a commercial for the blind, and she was headed on her path. P.S. You are fabulous. Marie, I think you are fabulous. And Michelle, I can't wait to have you back. Here they are.
Home of everything, Frederick. Here with some new friends. I got Michelle and Marie. Marie is from P.S. You're Fabulous. She has been on my show before, but you probably wouldn't know it because the sound was awful and I felt so bad I had to run it anyway. So we're bringing you back. So quickly before we get to Michelle, let's remind people, P.S. You're Fabulous. We don't have to go into all the detail, but you kind of had an epiphany. And
I saw a commercial. Yeah, I saw a commercial for a blind person wonder who dressed them, and it blew up from there.
It is odd because when you said that to me the last time, I thought, oh, why have I never thought of that?
Apparently nobody has.
About how people who lose their vision, who can, just get dressed and feel good and coordinate.
Yeah. Well, apparently nobody's done it. So
until now.
Yeah. And I started it. And it's been great. I mean, everything has been wonderful. It's really worked out very well.
Well, I think, I'm assuming, and I think I get this from talking to you the few times I have, the what you get from what you're doing has got to be just so rewarding.
That's probably why I keep doing it.
Yeah.
I love doing it. I love doing the fashion and making people feel really, really good about themselves, because fashion can absolutely, and it doesn't matter if you can see or not. It makes a big, huge difference. It makes you feel really, really good. Yeah.
Now, your background, your mom was into fashion. She was a model.
Right. She was a fashion model.
Always gorgeously put together. So I know you feel that. So you're kind of transferring that to people as well. When that love for having something nice, looking put together and all of that.
Absolutely. Yes. Growing up around it, definitely, because of what she did is why I'm where I'm at right now. There's no doubt about that. She used to organize her closets and put outfits together for the week. Now I do it. I do it for myself, and I do it for others as well.
Well, we're very blessed that you were able to bring Michelle.
Michelle is my first.
A good one, Frederick. Yeah. And you're in Frederick.
Yes, I am.
Okay, so we were just talking about this. There is not a large known population of blind individuals here in Frederick.
No, there's not.
Why is that?
Well, I guess because we don't have a lot of blindness schools.
Okay. So it's the facilities, right, that attract. So we have Maryland School for the Deaf here, which is probably a big reason why we have such a large deaf population.
Yes.
Were you born and raised in Frederick?
Yes, I was.
Ah, okay. Okay. So tell me a little bit about your blindness, if you don't mind.
Sure. Well, I was born with a condition. It's called Bardet-Biedl syndrome. And one of the characteristics of it is visual impairments. And it's a hereditary eye disease called retinitis pigmentosa. And the first onset of it, I was 4 years old and I was upstairs playing. And I fell down the stairs into a glass vase.
Oh, geez, Louise.
And that was the first symptom of me having, vision problems.
Yeah.
So as the years went on, I got older. For a while, the eye disease would progress, and then it would be stable for a while, and then it would progress, and then it would be stable. I graduated high school, attended some college. I had a great job with the federal government. I drove, and on my 25th birthday, I went to go get my license renewed, and I was told to go see my eye doctor because he was going to have to sign off on the requests.
Right.
And I could not pass the eye exam. So the eye doctor told me, he's like, I could sign off on this, but you hurt yourself, plus, you hurt somebody else, and, it wasn't worth taking a risk.
Right.
So I was very upset because I'm an only child, and I've been very independent through my life. And it was very heartbreaking because I thought, my world was over with.
Well, I mean, that's an understandable feeling because it is. You're just going on with life, you're doing your thing and you're surviving and thriving, and then all of a sudden you're told, "Wait, you can't do this anymore."
Yes.
Oh gosh.
So at the time, my mom, she was working at NIH, and I went down to see about getting on a clinical trial. And I had to get all this blood work done to be submitted. And this little girl, she was 8 years old, and the next day she was going to have a bone marrow transplant. And I thought, wow, I'm very lucky, but my life, it's great compared to what she's been through. And, I don't know if she made it or not, but, I thought, wow,
Kind of put things in perspective,
yes,
I guess.
yes,
Yeah. And I guess that's what we need. We're all kind of selfishly in our own bubble until you look out and see that you're still here and you're healthy, as far as everything else. And the vision is, sucky. Yeah.
yeah.
Lose it. But you know what I mean? So are your parents still around?
My mom passed away from ovarian cancer,
Okay.
and my dad's still living.
Oh, okay. And are they still near with you?
Yeah,
Are you?
I live with my dad, and
Great.
so
Yeah. How's that going?
okay.
I always say that as I'd be like, my dad would be, I'd be like, oh, come on, really?
I would like to move out, but
I don't blame you. So tell me, like, how up until meeting Marie, how were you getting by each day? I mean, I just think getting up, getting dressed, and all of that, and picking out your clothes and shopping.
well, the getting up, getting ready, and picking my clothes wasn't hard. But I had a good friend. She would go shopping with me and do the same service Marie does.
Yeah.
Help me pick out clothes, and she'd come home. We would put them together, and then I think she didn't really want to deal with my blindness,
Really?
and our friendship, grew apart.
Oh.
So after that, I attended down in Baltimore. There's a blindness program with Blind Industry Services in Maryland. It's a 9-month residential program, and I completed that. And then I came back home, and then probably about a year after that, I met Marie via Facebook.
We're now. It's been about 4 years now.
Yes.
Yeah, been about 4 years. Yeah.
And she's wonderful. She takes me to the mall, picks out clothes that's flattering. I get to try them on. And I get numerous compliments when I've been on cruises. I've been to a couple conferences and
Back from a cruise. Oh, I love.
me too.
Yeah, that's great. Great. Yeah, I mean, so the program that you attended, the 9-month one, what did that help you do?
Improve my life. We learned how to do cane travel. It's called orientation and mobility. Use the computer. There's a screen reader program. It's called Job Access with Speech, or NVDA. We had wood shop.
Wait, what?
I
wouldn't even do wood shop. Are you kidding?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's cool.
I made myself a shoes rack out of maple.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that either. Oh, that's kind of cool.
It's really well. That's so. Up until going to that program, how so you weren't on the computer and you didn't feel confident walking with a cane or anything, or you were doing those things, but now you have better techniques.
Well, I wasn't using the cane, but I was using a computer. There's another program called Zoom Text where it just magnifies,
Oh,
and that's what I was using at the time.
okay.
And then my visions, started getting worse, and that's when I started had to use a cane. And I really should have been using a cane, but I was embarrassed to have it at work, and only my really best friends knew about my vision, and they would help me get around. And they understood if I kicked the trash can over.
Yeah. And I do that, and I can see. So, but
Or going to the wrong bathroom. She was telling me that, and like, I can see, and I did that. The other day, I went into the men's, and I can see, and I still did it. So,
exactly. And I think that's part of the denial, right?
Oh, yeah.
So you aren't comfortable yet in your own new life.
Right.
So then you're, it's like anything we all go through that we may be a little ashamed about or we may not feel good about. I'm so glad, though, that you were able to move to this side of things, because I'd imagine your life is happier and you're more comfortable now.
Oh, yes, I'm more confident. I'm able to ask for help before. I was very shy.
Yeah.
And like if I had to cross the street and didn't know where I was going,
Yeah.
I would just cross it and have to
Yeah. I mean, I only laugh in jest because you're here and you're where you are in place. But that's stuff I would do too. But again, it's, yeah, I'm so glad that you're there. So so you were telling me you have some very slight vision left. You're not 100% blind, that if it's bright light, you can see a little bit of shadowing and things like that.
Yes.
And so what do you hope, if someone who is visually impaired right now and kind of where you were at the beginning, what advice do you have for them to get where you are? Maybe more quickly than you got there.
Don't give up. There's hope. There may be a cure one day, and there's a lot worse of a disability that you can have.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think that's great advice for us all, really, in life, that when things are bad, you just have to look around and open yourself up to the fact that, it could be worse, right? It could be worse. It could be. So what are you doing now? Are you able to work?
Well, have been looking for a job, and I possibly have a job, but it's in the works.
Nice.
So that and
Well, we're not going to jinx it, but when you get the job, make sure Marie lets us know so we can let our viewers know about it. Yeah, that's awesome. That's exciting, because that gets you then new people and an outing and reason to get up and get dressed every day.
Yes. Yeah, I do a lot better with the schedule than having to figure out, what I'm going to get into during the.
Don't we all? Because trouble finds, what is it? The idle hands. Idle hands.
Yeah.
Let me ask, does Marie set up your closet in outfits, or do you how do you know what you're doing once she leaves?
Well, what I did was I have my pants all together, and then I have like different color hangers for like different colors.
Okay.
And then on the other side, like I have the blouses, and then I have the dresses all on one side.
Okay. So you can see the coloring of the hangers enough to know that that's blue, or that's this, or that's that. That's very smart.
And then also I use my phone. There's different apps that I can verify, what color it is.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's where technology, I would think, would make having to deal with a disability like this so much better.
Yeah.
That you have access now to technology that can literally see for you, right? And tell you stuff.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
There's a program is kind of like FaceTime. There's somebody on the other side. They use our camera, and they can see everything that I'm looking at. And
so you can ask.
Yes, I can ask.
What's here? What right? Yeah. Oh, wow. That's great.
Like I was going on my cruise, and I had two, the same type of pajamas, and they were just different colors, and the tops and the bottoms. So I called and I said, "Could you please help me just make sure these are correct?" And they're like, "Well, the bottoms are, but the tops aren't." So I was like, "Okay, it's like I can handle this. I just have to swap the tops."
Really great. Did you go on the cruise with friends?
Yes, we were all legally blind.
Whoa! What? Really?
Yes.
Nice. Yeah. Did you have a great time?
Oh, wonderful. We're going back in September.
Yes. Where are you guys going?
We're going to Aruba, which I've always wanted to go to, Dominican Republic.
Love it there.
And the Bahamas.
Oh, lovely. Lovely. Well, look, we are so appreciative for Marie kind of helping you to realize that this is possible. Looking good and feeling good. That's all we want, right?
Yeah,
absolutely.
All we want. And if you know somebody who may need Marie's services, it is psyourfabulous.org.
Right.
Right? And this is Marie Hamilton. She will help people just like Michelle. And I just think it's awesome.
Yeah.
I really, really do. I'm so glad we got the opportunity to meet you.
She's fabulous.
This is Marie Hamilton. Her company, PS You're Fabulous, is a nonprofit. If you want to help, please reach out to her. If you know somebody that needs help, no matter where it is, because you go to Baltimore. Actually, you spend most of your time in the Baltimore area, right?
Yeah. Well, they have the School for the Blinds.
So that's kind of like your central point.
Yes. No, I have clients and obviously in Baltimore and Northern Virginia, in Georgia and Minnesota.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's getting bigger.
Well, because what you're doing is extraordinary, and we need more people like you because we got to duplicate these efforts. But in the meantime, you've learned a lot, I know, over these past few years.
Absolutely.
And I know you're going to be able to really make a huge impact on these people's lives. And I can obviously see that that has really transformed someone's life. That's amazing.
Yeah, it does help. It does help and gives people confidence. Yes, that's what it's about.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah, nonprofit. So if anybody wants to donate, they can go on my website and donate.
Yeah, donate direct.
Um,
Yes, you're
Yeah,
fabulous.
so we can grow and make it bigger. Yeah, that's my goal.
Well, everyone deserves to feel beautiful when they get dressed. Absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah. Even in their soft clothes and pajamas. That's
Absolutely. 100%. Yes, 100%.
We thank you guys for watching. I'll make sure the website's on the screen for you. And we thank you. I want to hear when that job happens.
Okay, I'll let you know.
All right. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Oh, yes. What a great story. Love Michelle and so excited for her and fingers crossed for her for that job. All right, coming up on Monday, we got Trending Stories with Danny and Marco, Possum Pets, sponsored by Pet and Home Care. And I check out the Comus Inn and hear about a pop up holiday event they are hosting next weekend. Tell a friend about Good Morning Frederick. Have an amazing weekend. Hope to see you at the Home of Everything Frederick tomorrow for First Saturday. And, it's getting closer to the holidays. I hope you're ready. Have a great